Soon after, I found myself traveling back down the same light tunnel at light speed that I had arrived through. When I stopped moving, I became conscious of my body again and was experiencing the white flash I'd seen in that dream. I heard the crashing and felt the physical impact. I felt and saw what seemed like large hands made of light surrounding my head and torso, protecting me from the collision. I knew my grandfather was with me, just as he told me he would be. I could tell the EMTs thought I was bleeding from internal injuries based on the speed of impact and damage to the vehicle. Even though I knew my injuries were great and the EMTs wanted to lifeflight me to Bangor, I knew I would be okay. My grandfather had promised me it would be so. This knowing was what helped keep me a little bit calmer so they could cut me from the vehicle. After the accident, I found an interesting time and space gap that I still can't explain. The last thing I remember was driving on 1A in Trenton near the airport, and that's where I thought the accident happened. I remembered seeing the airport at the accident. The impact, however, occurred 20 minutes up the road in North Ellsworth. I learned this when I called the Trenton Fire Department to ask where my totaled car had been towed. They informed me there wasn't an accident in Trenton that day. I then discovered that my car traveled 20 minutes further up with no memory of it. I cannot explain how this time gap happened or how my car got there, but I'm thankful that this site of impact was in a place where nobody else was hurt or injured. Coming back from that experience left me with a lot to process. I had come to realize that this experience was a journey my soul chose long ago, and I was intended to take. We can always make the decision to turn our life around, close one door, and walk through the next. It took me many months to integrate the lessons I learned from that spiritual healing I received in the light. It was hard to begin deprogramming my old lower vibrational bitter responses, and at times it felt like dialysis. It was brutal at times. To get past this, I became fully dedicated to raising my spirit, mind, and body vibrations, all three. Coming to church regularly and sitting in a healing chair during meditation helped me a great deal with this. It helped regulate my chakras as my earth body expanded more into a higher vibrational frequency. Meditation was and is also very helpful. It's one thing to know about something, it's another to integrate those lessons we learn to change our behavior. Our behavior is a great part of the frequency we send out into the world and universe. Regardless of why we're behaving that way, that is our message. Our behavior, we are all works in progress at different stages of healing and consciousness. I also want to share that spiritual healing doesn't always feel rosy and wonderful, as I said. As we explore these deeper truths about ourselves, we may come across things we really don't like. Increased self-awareness doesn't always feel great at the beginning. It can be painful. Yet facing these things is how we transcend. We all have the power to change and evolve into a path of higher consciousness, love, and healing at any time. At any time. Many achieve higher spiritual consciousness here on the earth plane, and others have this powerful experience for the first time going into the light. As spiritualists, we are very lucky to be attuned to these healing frequencies. This type of energetic spiritual healing is what our spiritualist healers practice when we offer healing chairs during meditation. The healing light energy frequency that I saw and experienced in the light is the same light healing energy present in our chakras and auras. We don't need to cross over to experience it. In this light is the power to heal all wounds. We can all tap into this frequency through our hearts, intentions, meditations, prayers, behaviors, Reiki, and spiritual healing. Some of us who do this work call ourselves light workers. To be a light worker means to be attuned to these healing frequencies that run throughout the universe. Today, I can thank my difficult life experiences for putting me on my true life soul path. I walk forward much slower as a result of the physical injuries I received, but I'm not disheartened. Without the pain, I wouldn't have had such a soul healing experience in the light, wouldn't have accepted my mediumship, wouldn't be so passionate about the power of love, light, and spiritual healing, and wouldn't have met all of you. Looking back, I realize I could not have arrived at this destiny any other way. While I was in that sacred white light space, I experienced healing, light that melted away a lifetime of pain. All the pain we suffer over our entire lifetime in spirit, mind, and body is healed in the light with love, understanding, and enlightenment. Nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. The even better news is that we do not have to pass to experience these frequencies. We may expand our vibrations to experience expanded consciousness and spiritual soul healing here on the earth plane. This healing light extends interconnectedly throughout the universe, heavens, Mother Earth, into our souls, chakras, and physical bodies. We are all interconnected to the sacred energy as beings of light. We are not human beings having a soul experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Thank you for listening today. Eternal love and light to you all.